Thank you for tuning in, and I am really excited. I couldn't wait to get home from work today because I am making this video on behalf of something I care very much about. And most of you are not going to be surprised when I tell you that it is Marianne Williamson. And I really wanted to put something together that would express how I feel and why I feel that she is somebody that we should really give some consideration to as becoming the president of this country. And I say that because I believe she's a game changer. She changed my game and my life many years ago as I read her book, A Return to Love. And one very simple quote left me with enough courage to do some changing around and really create new spaces in my life that were very uplifting, and I am really grateful to her. Normally, I am not one to be a really great decision maker because I usually can see both sides of the storyline and end up riding the middle road. But when I heard that Marianne was considering running for president back in November of 2018, there was absolutely no decision to be made. I could feel it in my body in an instant that this was something that I would devote myself to supporting and believe in with all my heart. And many of you who don't know who she is might be wondering what this person who has never been a part of politics before could offer this country. And I would like to say that there is nobody out there that would be able to change the game, really be a game changer, like Marianne. She is an intelligent woman, she is a wise woman, and she is a very courageous woman. And she is leading us, because the truth is that nothing is going to really change in this country until we all get involved. And believe me, I didn't get this until I started really tuning in and listening to more and more of Marianne's talks and interviews, and realizing that it's a responsibility as a citizen of a democracy in a free nation to really devote myself to understanding and being involved in the way things are run. I look at that as leadership. And when I look at a leader, I want to see somebody who has a particular amount of ability to come from love. And you hear the word love these days, and really it does trigger for all of us different feelings, different thoughts, and oftentimes it's not around government, it's not around politics, and I completely understand that. But I would like to ask those of you who are listening right now to just ask yourself, what is wrong with love leading? And I'll just put ... because we lead our own bodies. I look at myself as a president of this country in my body, and I'm making decisions every day. I'm governing this body and the cells in my body and the organs in my body by the choices I make, by the way I move throughout my moments. And I believe that as I govern my body, I want to come from love. And so to me, you might say, well, what is love? Love can be very soft and very understanding, and that is true. But love also sees everything as interconnected. There's a certain unity behind the experience of love, realizing that what we do to one thing is going to impact another thing. And you know, Marianne stands on a beautiful statement that the way we've been running our government is very much like a business. And the way we could run this government is very much like a family. And what would that feel like? I just would ask all of you to consider that, because in a certain way, to me, we are all family. We are family with each other as human beings. We are family with all the animals on our planet. And we're family with the plants and with the elements, the air, everything is interconnected. And we're learning more and more about that. And sometimes it takes a period of time for that to show up. And so when we make decisions for ourselves, hopefully we're making them from the perspective of, how is this going to impact everything in my body? How is this going to impact the way I live my life? Whether it be a physical choice, a mental choice. There's so many different ways that we make choices every day that can come from love or not. And I just think that with Marianne right now giving us a chance to really come together, unite, be one, and express what matters. Because truthfully, as Marianne has said, anything and everything that we care about at some point is going to get met by a government or a politic dynamic. So on behalf of the things that we care about and that we love, that's where real, true power lies, because nothing stops that. And I feel that with Marianne. I had no idea how committed she was to government, to history, to this particular nation, and to all of the ideals that it was built on. And she has encouraged me to start to learn my own history, which I didn't really learn in school. I learned dates, but I didn't learn anything that impacted my heart. And I do believe that she has both the mind, the intellect, the wisdom, and the heart, the care, the realizing the big picture and the interconnectedness to really create a new type of governing here. In the 21st century, we really need it. And so if any of this speaks to you, and if at any level you can give love a chance, she is the representative that will bring that forward for us. Not all by herself, but because she believes in us. She sees us in ways that are uplifting and empowering and engages us. And that's what we need. We need to all come together and not be so separated and divided. And so if this speaks to you, Marianne is preparing for the 3rd debate and still can use some unique donors to support her. On her website, www.marianne2020.com, you can go there and you can donate. Even $1 will help her get there. And there's also a place on her website called Issues, and you can look at everything that's facing our country today and the world. And you can see in black and white where she feels most inclined to lead this nation and why. And I really respect that transparency. And you listen to her speak, or I listen to her speak, and I feel authenticity. I feel a genuine desire to bring something to this country that we have lost, but we have not lost forever. And the ability to inspire us to remember that it's possible is really a big deal. The other thing that we are looking for right now is for, if anybody calls you a pollster of some sort, looking to see what you are more, or who you're more inclined to align with, if you could just put Marianne Williamson's name in as a serious consideration. I think that the conversations that she's going to hold in these debates, as well as the ability to wake people up and bring them back online, and that's what we need, because a lot of us, including myself, had checked out and said, this is what can we do? It's such a big scenario. But the point is that when it's this big, what's so awesome is the only way it's going to move in a direction that is desirable is if every single one of us play the game. And so we need a game changer, and we need to play the game. And I just really, really feel so happy that she is running, so grateful to her for the courage that it takes. And I just had to express it. And thank you for listening. I hope you're having a beautiful evening, and